Hi, I'm Rich.
And I'm Paul. We're the hotel guys, and we're at Hui Hu Khan restaurant in Chiang Mai, near the zoo actually. We just had a lovely dinner overlooking the waterfall here locally. It's a beautiful place. And we were taking the opportunity to do a little retrospective on our Bangkok hotel. We've actually been in Chiang Mai for a couple of weeks. Prior to that, we were in Bangkok for a week, and
we were very jet lagged,
Yes,
to
we
say
were.
the least. And the Shanghai mansion is really what we wanted to talk about because the stay there in Chinatown was incredible, and I think largely because there weren't that many tourists that looked like Paul and me in Chinatown.
so what we're going to do below this posting, at least in our Facebook, we're going to post pictures of the Shanghai mansion, but we're going to just talk about it briefly.
Well, there's so many things I liked about the Shanghai mansion. Not to mention we got to see a wedding, an actual Japanese wedding that took place in the facility. But the room, I can't even begin to tell you, it's such a period piece with furniture that is just so warm and inviting. And the tweaks that I made were minor when we went into our room. I think probably the biggest issue for me, maybe it's my old eyes, but whenever I'm in a bathroom and I want to shave, and I'm sure women would say the same thing, improve the lighting in these places. It seemed like a tiny, maybe a 60-watt light bulb above the sink.
Well, and the odd thing about it, it was a little bit unusual for us. The room had no exterior windows, but it was painted in very warm colors, and it was just really gorgeous.
And again, I liked the no windows just because of the jet lag issue, that we could sleep anytime during the day or night.
Well, and the other thing about Bangkok, and where I wanted to start with the actual listing was because Bangkok was so intense that it was really a warm, like comfortable, safe, cozy space to go to, retreating from a very vibrant city.
Oh, we were on the go nonstop, so it's no wonder we didn't get a film of the hotel.
So we've never been to Southeast Asia, but we've never been to Bangkok before. So I wanted to share with you just a little bit about like where do you actually start when you're going to go to a city like that. So I started with how big is it? Well, it's about as big as New York City, so it's 8 million-ish in the city of and more in the metro area. So how do you figure out where to stay? Because as with any large city like that, the area that you choose can really affect kind of your overall experience, no matter what other parts of the city you might go to. So, I mean, I relied on TripAdvisor, and I relied on it and relied on it and relied on it. I kept like going back to it to kind of be sure before we actually made the reservation. But like what Rich was alluding to, what we really liked about it, I mean, there's a lot of foreigners, or here they call them Farangs. There's a lot of Farangs in Thailand in general, a lot of people from all over the world coming to visit Bangkok and other places. And so we were really glad that we didn't choose a place that was very, it didn't feel very Western. It didn't feel Western at all.
Yeah, thank goodness.
So it was an old part of Bangkok, and it was Chinatown. And yeah, so that was kind of like how we picked the place, and it was a home run.
And I think the high point for me was my son Levi joined us, and we did this killer bike tour that began in Chinatown, and it was scary. We were going down narrow streets and alleys, and yet that was the magic for me, was to share that with my son.
Well, it was a half-a-day tour that we had to take a cross-river boat to get to the other side of the river, and
we could go on.
Yeah, we could, but we want to end here and say, see our pictures in the Facebook. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, I'm sorry, we're not going to post any pictures there, but what we can promise you is that for future hotels, we'll be doing it in the hotel. It's just that for this very first one on our winter 2017 tour, we just didn't have we were jet lagged, and we just didn't do it.
Yeah.
But it was a ridiculously beautiful hotel, and we would highly recommend it. And we would highly recommend Bangkok. I mean, there's so much to do. You know, people will maybe come to Thailand and head straight for the southern islands, but Don't skip Bangkok.
Right.
It is fabulous.
Okay, we have to get out of here.
Okay.
We're the hotel guys,
Yeah.
and
I'm Paul.
and I'm Rich, and we love traveling, and hopefully sharing with you makes your travel go a whole lot better.
We'll see you next time.
Take care.